all have different kinds of relationships in our lives. People we love and care deeply about, people we interact with daily, our working partners, colleagues, and people we simply have to deal with as part of life. So let's first talk about relationships with the people we love the most, our family members, friends, spouses, or children. So to keep these relationships healthy, peaceful, and fulfilling, the first thing is to understand that every person is different. Each one is on their own journey with their own timings, experiences, and way of thinking. So, our role is not to shape them exactly the way we want, but to accept them for who they are. A happy relationship is when you love someone and accept them as they are, even in the areas you may not fully understand. Okay, it is when you support them without always expecting something in return, stand by them during those helpless moments, and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. It is about nurturing each other with care, patience, and unconditional support, and sometimes adjusting yourself a little so there is mutual understanding and space in the relationship. Okay, it also means not manipulating each other, acknowledging your own mistakes, forgiving those small misunderstandings, and being willing to ask for forgiveness when needed. Okay, one of the most important part of any relationship now, it is honest communication. Talking openly helps clear all those misunderstandings and prevent silence from creating distance. Okay, and sometimes communication doesn't even need words. Okay, sometimes just being present is enough. Sitting in silence together, crying together, laughing together, standing beside each other during those life difficult moments, and also sharing those beautiful ones. Okay, when you truly understand relationships now, you realize they have nothing to do with those external validation, social status, appearance, or lifestyle. True relations are about connection, trust, and genuine care. Okay, sometimes the loving someone also means that you are just guiding them gently into the right direction, sharing what you have learned from your experiences, encouraging them to grow, and trying to understand each other better. And at times, it may also mean being a little firm, but only because you genuinely want the best for them. Okay, and then comes an important part in relation, which is trying to change others. As hard as it may be to accept, the truth is that you cannot change someone else unless they themselves have the willingness or the deep desire to change. Think about it. Even changing one of our own habit is so difficult. So imagine how much harder it is to change someone else's behavior. Okay, so sometimes now the best thing we can do is step back and allow the person to take responsibility for their own choices and their actions. They may even have to face the consequences of their decisions before they truly understand what they need to change. Okay, you can support them, you can guide them, you can pray for them, but you cannot force transformation on them, no matter how much you love them. You cannot force your own timelines, your decisions, or your lifestyle on them. Okay, because healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, unconditional love, and acceptance of each other differences. Okay, and one more thing is sometimes people say things like, come on, yeah, we are friends, I can tease you sometimes, or I was just joking, I didn't mean anything. But using humor as an excuse to insult or belittle or disrespect someone is not healthy. When you truly care for someone, now you become more careful with your words, not less. Because the people who matter most in our lives deserve the greatest respect. Right? Think about it. If you truly love someone, would you intentionally say something that could deeply hurt them, even in anger? No. So if such hurtful humor or sarcasm appears often in relationships, it is worth looking a little deeper. Sometimes those words are reflecting other emotions underneath, like frustration, envy, resentment, or unresolved anger. Okay, so recognizing these emotions honestly is the first step towards keeping relationship genuine, respectful, and emotionally healthy. Okay, and this is where the role of healthy boundaries become important. Healthy relationships and personal boundaries go hand in hand. And when both exist, now relationship becomes a source of strength rather than stress. Okay. So healthy relations are built on mutual respect, understanding, and emotional safety. In such relationships, people respect each other's space, listen without judgment, and support each other's growth instead of draining each other's energy. Okay? And now let's talk about the relationships with the external world, with the colleagues, work partners, our helpers, and people we interact with in our daily lives. Okay, now these relationships should be based on mutual respect and mutual benefit. See, professional relationships are different from personal ones. They are not driven mainly by emotions. Okay, so they work best when there is clarity, fairness, and respect for each other's roles and responsibilities. Okay, maintaining those clear boundaries, communicating respectfully, and focus on cooperation rather than personal expectations. Okay, when both sides feels respected and benefit from the association, only then the relationship stays healthy, productive, and free from that unnecessary stress. Okay, and last but not the least, sometimes relationships can turn toxic. Okay, some common signs of toxic relationships include overgiving from one side, manipulation, controlling behavior, physical, mental, or emotional abuse, constant criticism, belittling someone, gaslighting, draining your energy, or trying to make you emotionally dependent on them. So, how do we deal with such toxic relations? See, no matter who they are, either they are your family, friends, professional colleagues, the first step is to set clear boundaries. And if those boundaries are repeatedly crossed, it is important to create distance and limit their access to your time, energy, and your personal space. You can also avoid them for a while, but often people with such patterns continue triggering others because they thrive on conflict or control. Okay, for them that becomes a kind of game that gives them attention and energy. Okay, so the healthiest response here is simply not to play that game. Protect your peace, keep your boundaries strong, and choose where you invest your energy. The right relationships will never ask you to shrink, to pretend, or constantly prove yourself. Okay, they will give you the space to grow, support you when you fall, and stand beside you with respect. Okay, so the goal of healthy relationship is not to control people or change them completely. It is to build connections where both heart feels safe, valued, and understood. Okay, so protect relations that brings peace to your life and become the kind of person who brings peace into other lives too. With this, I close today's session. See you in my next video. Until then, take care.